I don't know how well I'll be able to explain this, but here we go. So after the edge of your fabric has been folded over to make your binding, you unfold it, then go in with your scissors and cut out like a square. Now you got to leave a little bit here. Don't cut it all the way to the edge of your fold. I don't know if you saw what I did there. Hang on, let me slow this down. Okay, you unfold the part that is now your binding. And then you're going to take your scissors and go in real carefully and cut out the same width as the other side of the binding. Does that make sense? And then cut out a square, but don't cut all the way to the edge of your fold. Then you go in with your fingers and you're just going to cut out that inside little chunk. Did you see that? And fold it back over. So what we're doing is thinning out that whole area so we can fold it and then ultimately sew it. All right, now here's where you want to fold it back up. Smooth it out, then take your scissors again and cut off the corner. Just a little tiny triangle, and you're not going to cut it all the way to that edge of that other binding because you got to fold it under and you don't want any raw edges showing. All right, now you're just going to fold it under, lining it up from the corner of your quilt all the way to the edge of that other binding. And then grab you a pin and pin it. And it's real simple. Then you just sew it down. A lady taught me how to do this 1,000 years ago, and this is just the way I've been doing it ever since. Easy peasy. You want to see it on the other side just for good measure? All right, let's go. All right, unfold it. Cut the little section out just as wide as your other binding. Be sure not to cut it all the way to the edge, just like that. Go in there with your fingers and take that little bitty piece out, that thick part. Get rid of that. All right, now smooth it out. Fold it over. And I always sit my pin dish down right here just to hold it down. Then you're going to grab your scissors again. Cut off that little triangle, but don't cut all the way to the corner of that other side of that binding right there. All right, now you're going to reach in there and just fold it real nice and neat from the corner of your quilt all the way to the edge of that other binding. Make sure it's nice and straight. Make sure you got a right angle. Put you a pin in it, and you're done. You have mitered the corners of your quilt. Ta-da!